Hi-oh! Hey everybody, this is EonShiKeno. Who's ready for some Starcraft? Got some Starcraft here for you. Hope you guys are ready for some Zerg, because we got two Zerg players. We've got Millennium Stephano, who always has the most interesting and cordial hellos in his games. He always likes to say, good luck, have fun, whoever the player is. So, he's going to be playing up Stephano. Stephano over here on the right, blue Zerg player, is going to be playing against DIMAGA, another amazing European Zerg player. And we're going to have a ladder game here on the European ladder, Stephano versus DIMAGA. Good ZvZ, hopefully incoming. And just because of the map positions here, both players are going to be able to see what each other is going for from the very get-go. So more than likely, we're just going to see a 15 hatch for both players open up this lovely ZvZ for us. Now, Stephano has just been like on fire for like the past couple months. He is, I would probably say, easily the favorite foreign player to win. I should say that maybe the better phrase would be the most accomplished foreign player, meaning non-Korean player, to just win. He's won so many tournaments. He just won like the Scan, I think it's called, Invitational. He just got second in the Asus whatever tournament they had, the Assembly. He won IPL. That was kind of his first big victory, and since then he's just been on a roll. And DIMAGA has just been around forever. He's been around since beta, kicking ass and taking names. And I just recently watched an interview with him posted by, I can't remember who. I think it was I don't want to say because this is wrong. Whatever. I think it was ESL posted a interview with DIMAGA. It's pretty funny interview. He's a very funny character. Seems like a pretty nice guy. And I've watched him stream from time to time. So a good streamer to watch if you're a Zerg player looking for some Zerg tips. And the same thing with Stephano. Both these guys are streamers, and they're both very good. I like Stephano. He's like one of my favorite streamers because I enjoy the music he plays during the stream, which is always a benefit to when you watch Starcraft. You'd like to have music you listen to. So enough of that. This is a ladder game, like I was saying. So this is a battle on the ladder for the ladder points. One of these guys will come out of this game with more ladder points, stealing them from the other guy. That just reminds me of that joke Tasteless always used to do, like stealing nerds ladder points during GSL. Funny stuff. And queens, look at that, 2 queens in speed. So DIMAGA going for speed first, where Stephano's just going to drone it up a little bit more. Stephano wants to get those drones out. Gas should be up here in a little bit, so just getting a little, actually, yeah, there we go. Now his gas is going to be done. He wanted to get a few more drones out there, so he's just a little bit of a lead while he's sacrificing speed for that for a little bit. So, and there were the first spine crawler placed. Stephano going for this, which obviously makes sense. He's going to get a little bit later metabolic boost, then get a spine up. So we might be seeing Stephano play defensive. That's the indicators he's showing to us. Is, you know what, I'm throwing a spine crawler. I want to get a little bit more of a macro lead against my opponent, and I'm getting a Baling Nest. Now, a Baling Nest could be offensive or defensive. He gets it up. He gets it up even before DIMAGA does, and DIMAGA's throwing down a spine crawler. Okay, so maybe, one spine crawler could be offensive or defensive depending on the situation. So you never know what your opponent's going to be doing, especially in ZvZ. They could be pumping out just a ton of lings, and you're like, ah. So an offense can quickly, actually I should say a defense can quickly turn into an offense in ZvZ. So both players are droning up now. Stephano seems to be leading in the drone count, just got 8 out there. And Stephano's going to start working on the rocks. I love this. Just go ahead, start working on the rocks. I love this in the map. Look at the mini-map. It's like red, blue, red, blue, red, blue. They got their overlords next to each other overlords, so they have a nice vision of what the other player is looking at. So map hacks of each player going around across the middle of the map here. Except nothing up here yet. You can kind of maybe sneak in up here, but you still have vision of this choke point up here, which is very critical to see what's leaving your opponent's base. Which is Stephano's kind of going away from. That's quite interesting. I wonder why he's moving that over there. Interesting. I wonder why. Because I guess he's going to move this guy over here so he can have vision of that. And this is kind of like to check to see if anything is like going this way. But I don't know. I don't know why he just doesn't have it right there. Interesting. Something to look into. So defensive Banelings here for Stephano, throwing up an evolution chamber, and I love the position of this evolution chamber. Look at that, making a nice choke point here. So in case any Banelings try to get by, they only have one little path. That's just a nice position there for that evolution chamber. Might have to steal it. Right? So DIMAGA going to try and get in there, do some scouting. He's going to see drones. He sees 2 Banelings, and he's going to get into the main and see all the tech, which is a Baneling nest. And he doesn't see any tech yet, so he doesn't see the lair. He sees the second gas coming up. And then instantly, Stephano starts teching as soon as that Zergling gets taken out. But DIMAGA already way ahead with the tech. His lair is already finished. He's getting roaches. Both players with their +1, excuse me, +1 missile attack on the way. Clear reconstitution quite a bit earlier here for DIMAGA. So if DIMAGA hits like a roach timing, it might get there before Stephano's ready for it. Stephano's got double evolution chamber going to go up. He's going to have the upgrade advantage. So like I said, just going a little bit slower. And it seems like he's going to set up an expansion down here in the bottom right with this drone, just trying to get there. That's wait for those destructible rocks to get taken out before he can do that. And I like this. Look at this. He's got one overlord here. Let's look at Stephano's vision. Yeah, I like that. Some up here, some down here. While DIMAGA just kind of has the vision straight through the middle there. So I think as far as overlord spread goes, I really say Stephano's got the edge here. I mean, he's got a really nice spread going across the map, and DIMAGA's kind of just got the 4 there in the middle. And he does have, of course, have a lot of extra ones, but has decided to push those guys out. Anyways, lair is done for Stephano, and a lot of roaches coming out now. He's going to start droning up again. Clear reconstitution on the way. Let's check the good old worker count. That seems kind of high. Does that seem kind of high to you? Yeah, I think that's definitely high. Yep. Just a little bit high. But then again, he's probably saturated here too. Yeah, he's got a little bit of over dronage going on because he's got that expansion going to go up. Playing defensive supply favoring Stephano. He's got the roaches. Let's check the worker or the roach count. 25 versus 16, so DIMAGA has a nice roach lead. This is going to be Stephano's defense. He's going to have to deed up. More roaches are out. Now it's 25 to 16 still, but he's got a little bit of a worker lead. He's got that one spine crawler. He's got his Banelings already spread out there. Banelings do pretty decent amount of damage to roaches if you can kind of get like hit 4 or 5 of them there. Changeling up in the front. Stephano's gonna have none of that. Get out of my base. Your costume was not good enough. You lose the Halloween costume contest. And a big worker transfer down here for Stephano, and yeah, that's exactly what he split them up for both. So good there. So it has a nice even split of all his workers. Good job there from DIMAGA too. Pretty even saturation between both his bases. +2 going for both players. And is this another macro hatch going up for Stephano? Okay, this is just the same one from earlier. But DIMAGA, no macro hatch yet. So Stephano will have a production lead by one hatchery. Is he making an extra queen? No extra queens yet. So a little bit, that's going to put him up to 3, and DIMAGA is only at 2 queens. So yeah, the production possibilities for Stephano are a little bit higher. And we can see here just in the numbers he's had in the supply, and he's even thrown up a gold base. So Stephano having a little bit of a macro lead against DIMAGA. DIMAGA had the roach advantage there, and still does, but didn't decide to pressure at all. This is a spot right here. This is a spot where I think an early overlord is valuable. And now he's going to come in and scout a little too late that this base is down here. So like I was talking about earlier, just like overlord spread, I think this is like these bottom right bases and top left bases would be a good spot to put like one of your like your 5th or 6th overlord, just to keep an eye on it, because you can always just run down here to the bottom right and like be out of vision. And just still scout that out. So we have DIMAGA going to go for an attack. He's got that roach burrow and tunneling claws going. He's got a nice concave. Stephano doesn't care. He's going to go for it. We've got so many units here between both players. 52 versus 47, so close. The reinforcements are coming in from DIMAGA and Stephano at the exact same time. So many roaches. And I don't know who's going to win this. It's too close to call, folks. Too close to call. Got to pull out some Super Tuesday fun. So anyways, but DIMAGA has a better concave on the top. It's starting to break there, but Stephano's going to be forced to pull back. Both players do have overseers, so really no opportunity to burrow, but DIMAGA's going to do it anyway. That one spore crawler is going to fall very quickly. Now reinforcement shield for Stephano, and DIMAGA is going to pull back. Let's check the worker count, or the unit count. 30 versus 24. Stephano feeling like he's going to go for it. One Baneling does connect there. And actually, there goes the Baneling. Both players just going straight for it, but Zerglings coming for Stephano. I think that may change the tide here. Zerglings just suck up so much damage against those roaches. 2 attack upgrades for DIMAGA. Stephano just hit 2-2, so huge upgrade advantages for Stephano, and that may be just enough to continue to have him continue to push here. He's got the reinforcements, and DIMAGA is forced to fall back. He's got the overseers, so really no chance here for DIMAGA to burrow and try to pop up there or just get away, in fact. But now more Zerglings are showing up, and these Zerglings are the composition Stephano needs to change the tide here. Not to mention he's got the upgrade advantage, 2-2 versus DIMAGA's 2-0. So now the tide of the game is favoring Stephano. He's got the worker lead, I think. 62, yes, 62 versus 51, so nice worker lead. He's got the unit lead. Look at all those extra units he's pumping on. Stephano's going to continue to apply the pressure. He just scouted no gold there, so he knows he's fine in that count. Let me check the unit count while we're at it. 27 versus 33, so yes, Stephano with a nice lead there with the extra Zerglings on the way. He's got the Roach lead, and like I said, the upgrade lead, and he's just going to continue to pressure here. DIMAGA just needs to play defense, maybe get another spine crawler, but I don't know if it's going to matter. Stephano now pushing into DIMAGA's base. DIMAGA is going to be closer with the reinforcements, which could be the deal breaker. That'd be enough. And now some more Zerglings show up. Those guys will quickly die, but they just take enough hits for it. More Zerglings streaming in there. Stephano just kind of moving into this. That spine crawler getting so much damage. That DPS of that spine crawler is just insane. And just more units streaming in here from Stephano across the map. Burrowing, but it doesn't matter. The one overseer is there. He can kill it if he wants to. It's only 10 health. He can focus it with that queen. But it seems like, yeah, the reinforcements finally are making the difference for DIMAGA, and Stephano is forced to retreat. And look at the changelings are chasing down Stephano. Wait, what was that? I think that was his own. I thought that was his own. No, wait, that's got to be. Yeah, that's Stephano's. Okay. I was like, why are you killing your own Zergling? But only Zerglings look the wrong color for whatever. Quite funny. Anyways, mistake from here. Gold is up, and he just contaminated it. Uh-oh, DIMAGA. Raining on Stephano's party. So let's check the bases. Let's look at the saturation down here. Not bad. A little bit lower here for didn't see the spell since years. Stephano making some Zerg humor. Of course, corruption or contaminate. Sorry, doesn't get used very much. I think the last time I saw it used was like Xenios was like on a kick using it in ZvZ. He would rush to lair to get like 2 of them, and then rush and go into his opponent's main and just continually contaminate it, so he couldn't get any larvae, couldn't do larva injects. And I think he beat Idra with it in GSL, if I remember correctly. But that was like the only time I ever saw it used like in an actual build for whatever. But screw that, huge! Oh my God, look at that concave from DIMAGA. He's all over the place. But Stephano seems to have the supply lead, and with units, it's the DIMAGA has a lead in the roaches. But look at all the Zerglings, 36 Zerglings here for Stephano. But the roach count is easily in favor of DIMAGA. Now Stephano forced to fall back, but he had some Zerglings. The Zerglings are doing work at the expansion. They managed to take out the expansion, so good trade there for Stephano. Even if he came up behind there in the roaches, he easily made up for it by taking out that third base of DIMAGA. And just the extra lings Stephano has thrown into his army composition has just been like a game changer. I think it's a game changer for Stephano. Also, considering he has that gold, he's got this gold, so it's a lot of little extra minerals he can inject into his economy. And if he's using all his gas on roaches, then if you have extra minerals, you know, use that extra larva on those Zerglings. So also the macro hatch paying off big dividends. Now we have DIMAGA going for another attack, and this is essentially going to be his last attack, his last hurrah. He doesn't have that base, and he needs to do some significant damage here. There's so many roaches for both players. DIMAGA has that tunneling claws upgrade. Stephano doesn't. But like I said, Stephano does have that vision detection up here. And just roaches trading back and forth here. Changelings is kind of chilling out, watching the fight. And DIMAGA kind of microing his roaches, going underground and then popping up behind Stephano, trying to just get a better concave. And then concave is working for DIMAGA here, looking pretty good. But the Zergling's kind of streaming in here for Stephano. I do not know if it's going to be enough. And I just love this with the DIMAGA, with the burrow roach control. It's just lovely, so lovely. And now we have Stephano with the reinforcements. DIMAGA should fall back here. I think there's too many units here from Stephano for DIMAGA to try and break this. And here comes some more Zerglings. He can easily get a surround on those roaches. And now, unfortunately, DIMAGA is forced to fall back, and both players just continuing to pump roaches out of this game. A lot of Zerglings, a lot of roaches on the way, and he just continuing to pump across the map. Stephano's trying to beat back DIMAGA, but DIMAGA has some reinforcements now, going to turn around and have a fight. He finally caught up with the 1 armor upgrade, still down by 1 armor upgrade to Stephano's. But I got to say, DIMAGA's working that roach burrow a lot better than I see most Zerg players do that. being pretty effective with that. So I was like wondering if he should have wasted the gas on it, but he's definitely made it worth it in this game. So Stephano now going to go scout over here on the left side. Maybe check out for an expansion over here. Not going to see one. Figures, you know what? I'm doing good. I'm on 4 bases versus 2. This is looking good. All I have to do is keep trading armies, and I will win this game. So, Stephano, big supply lead, 69 supply lead. Let's check the working out. 63 versus 43. Look at that income difference. Insane. Now we have Stephano going straight in. He just get in there, get as much surface area as possible with all his roaches, dealing a lot of damage. Concaves, who cares? Going for it. Drones are running through the mess, and look at all these changelings. Stephano just dropping his changelings. Man, man-herd changelings. And DIMAGA's base. There's the GG and the smiley face from DIMAGA. Stephano takes the win in this ZvZ. And yeah, that was a pretty fun ZvZ. A lot of action going on there. There's like not that many things I want to say about this. Pretty straight up ZvZ, but the biggest differences in the composition were between both players were army composition and when players decided to take expansions. And just like production in general. So Stephano had like better production because he had like the extra hatchery and 1 extra queen. He had his expansion, his 3rd up sooner, and his gold up that DIMAGA never even got. So that was a big factor in Stephano doing better. Another thing was Stephano got his upgrades faster. He got that 2-2 so fast, and we didn't even see DIMAGA even ever get to the 2nd armor upgrade, which makes a big deal when you're having massive army exchanges. And also, just adding in the Zerglings. I think adding in the Zerglings to the army fights was really useful. It really made those roaches even more cost effective. So, hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more good games. See you later.